is the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when it can be chain birth most of chains in the game? Why would I?
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Etienne up the middle. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 40 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
And that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And they work this out past the 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Fields. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. He will push his way down to about the 14. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Going for it. Here's Etienne. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Watson off play action. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It's a gain of 34. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. These Chiefs to start 2022, well, they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Fields finds his receiver, Watson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 9, Fields dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll run with Etienne. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and goal. Fields rolling to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Justin Fields in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Looking long for Westbrook. And got his man complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The slot man in motion right.
Check right, check right. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, wide open. Complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 72 yards. Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Jacobs again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Slot man moves right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And that pushes the lead to 8 points. They've doubled them up. It's 16-8. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 2, Fields. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Out after the sack on first down. Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Here's Fields. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Agnew from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Fields going to hold on to it. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. D.D. Westbrook to return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The slot man in motion right. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rolling to his left. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalton Schultz, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On first down, Fields. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Watson now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 14. 14. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 14's the mic.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, it's Fields. And Watson has it right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fields on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here's Fields. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Throwing now, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the ground with a tight end. And he stopped immediately there. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back.